hello, hello, hey, hello, 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 hey, hi, and hello. My name is Truth from Truth. I am an artist, tarot reader, woo lady, and hoodoo baby. And I would love to give you a very personal welcome or welcome back to this here YouTube channel, Temperance Apothecary, the YouTube esoteric wing, if you will, of my pre-existing business, Temperance Apothecary, where I make and sell candles and body butters, soon come re-releasing in July 2026. So make sure you mark your calendars and follow us everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Substack at Temperance Apothecary, and you can go check out the website temperanceapothecary.com to book a personal reading with me, because I do general life, love and romance, and career and development readings, as well as personal creativity consultation and new offering alert, emailed or written 1 card and 3 card pulls. So if you need something a little urgent, a 24-hour ting, you can go ahead and book that. Or if you want something a little meatier, but you do well with a written text, if you will, you can go ahead and book that as well. And those are all falling within that same general life, love and romance, career and development situation. Right. Now, today I am coming to you not with a scheme set up by Todd to bring you the bullshit, but rather a informative, playful, but true, you know, we still got to keep it consistent over here, got to keep it tapped in. Pick a pile on what are you being prepared for. I literally wrote down the questions so I wouldn't forget, because I went ahead and shuffled beforehand and I wanted to just, okay, y'all are making me giggle, y'all are making me blush. So the overall energy of what y'all are being prepared for are a good time. I can hear that, but I'll see you at your pile. Go ahead and pick. If you have not already, you can do so in a few minutes, and I'll see you there. Bye. Hi, pile 1. Now, the first thing I'm getting from your image alone is that you are being prepared for the big time. It's very structured, it's geometric, it almost looks like a crocodile skin. It's very specific, but like a skin, a leather of some sort. Like it feels as if you are being prepared to show your nails off, like, ooh, look, you know. And even how they took this picture, it's giving a artist that's using this, yes, for the website, but also for, you know, promo, to look back at and be like, oh damn, I ate that, you know. And this nail is, I wouldn't say the most structured, but it definitely has some structure to it, some shape to it. So you are being prepared for more structure, for something a little more avant-garde, but we're not actually going to do too much with the images today. We're gonna hop right into the reading, so let's do that, okay? Okay, so I had 3 questions for Spirit. What are we being prepared for? How are you being prepared for it? And when will you know it's coming? So without further ado, pile 1, let's get into your cards. What are you being prepared for? How are you being prepared? And how will you know it's coming? What you are being prepared for. Definitely an ascension into leadership. You got the Page of Swords, and they're kind of looking back over their shoulder like, oh my gosh, oh my days. They've been through the Ace all the way up to the 10 of Swords. So really they're looking over their shoulder because they know what's back there. They know that 10 of Swords ain't nothing to play with. And with the how you are being prepared, 5 of Swords reversed, you're being prepared by being removed from situations that require you to show up as lesser versions of yourself. Or you are being called out of places that others may be, I hear, distracting you from fulfilling or stepping into this evolution. Yeah, Death on the bottom. I didn't even end up pulling another card. You, as this Page of Swords, are clearly being prepared for royalty, right? King, queen, head, HBIC, whatever you want to call it. You are being prepared, and yet there's a part of you that is looking over your shoulder that is like, oh man, because to become royalty, everybody can't come with you, right? As you ascend throughout the, I'm hearing challenges. If you watch Love Island, you know. But as you complete these challenges and complete these obstacles, and you show up more consistently as the Page of Swords, that is going to cause a little, ooh, see, and when I picked it up and it fell back, it fell upright. That's going to cause some tension. It's going to ruffle a few feathers. Let them. Let them talk, let them yap, all right? Don't pay no attention, don't pay them damn mind, because how you will know when what you are being prepared for is here, we got the Two of Pentacles reversed. When you will no longer feel stuck or in between these two different realities. These may be two polarities you are holding. Maybe you are the good time friend and you're the party girl and you know, Nine of Cups reversed, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting a very clear message. Maybe you are the party friend. Maybe you are the friend that always knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Clarified by the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you may either associate yourself or others have associated you with an unseriousness, if you will. Think about that like giddy, laughy energy I had in the intro. Folks may try to see that or project that as all of what you are. Right? And you might hold on to that. You yourself, as this Page of Swords, may not be used to being elevated above the crowd or selected for certain positions of power or leadership. But how you will know when what you are being prepared for is here, the Two of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the Nine of Cups reversed, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You will recognize it when you realize what you are giving up for what you want actually rolls off your back. When you no longer feel compelled, yeah, Ten of Cups. When you no longer feel compelled to fake the funk so that you can still stay around these same communities. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So you can stay in relationship and community with these people. It's gonna come when you release the need to juggle who you are now with who you have been. It's going to come when you give up this idea that you can't have what you want, or that it has to come slowly, or that you have to be this serious, just very thorough, I'm gonna put my nose to the grindstone person to get it done. Of course, that is true of everyone, right? There is a season where we are called to build and to grow. But at the same time, oops, see, she fell off. The High Priestess, what was I about to say? The High Priestess with the Ten of Swords reversed. This is where you've come from. And the High Priestess is trying to tell you, big dog, look, you know that you've reached the end. Although it hurts. No, what? Although we're gone to the end of the road. Yeah. You gonna have to let them go, friend. You are going to have to let them go. And it's not gonna be actually, I don't even want to say it's not gonna be easy. Because you'll know when you're ready for what you're being prepared for when it feels easy. When holding the pose, Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're ready for a whole new journey. You'll know when you are ready to ascend, to take up this position as the Page of Swords. When the spark feels natural, when the spark has cultivated into a little fire and you are then able to curate that and hold that, and you aren't as concerned with this Five of Swords. Well, what they go think, what they go do, what's anyone gonna say? When you no longer have space to hold other people's desires, or when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of not getting what you want, that's when you will get ready to pick up your wand. Because that's the thing, as we ascend into royalty, even within the swords, excuse me, confirmation burp, suit, we still need other tools. We still need other resources. And so when you are ready to pick up your wand, because you have honed your swords bag, because you have, you know, tapped into the downloads of your High Priestess self, that is when what you are being prepared for comes in. So Spirit, can I get a little bit of a clarifier? We're actually going to put the High Priestess back in the deck on what pile one is being prepared for. The Page of Swords is looking backwards, so I'm interested in what can pile one look forward to that they are being prepared for. Can you give me just a little nugget? Ten of Swords reversed with the Lovers. I just heard lover, lover. What song is that? Dang, maybe you know. But you are being called and being prepared for Radical choice, radical connection. From stop being so damn stingy. Like you are being prepared to be met where you are, Temperance, when I cut the deck, by the people that are meant to match your energy. You are is somebody gonna match my freak? Yeah, they are. And now it makes sense how you're being prepared by being called out of these lower tier, not tier, but like these low-hanging fruit relationships, which aren't really relationships, right? I don't know if you've heard it, the cliche of, oh, you know, everybody ain't your friend. It's true though. And so what you are being prepared for is moving out of spaces where people are competing with you, are distracting you, are trying to get you out of your state of being and into your ego. And I mean negative manifestations of the ego, because I do believe the ego is healthy, but we're not here to talk about that. What you are being prepared for, pile one, is reciprocal energy. And the Lover's card is not just about love, of course, and relationship, but it's about choices. And so you are being prepared to have, I'm hearing a plethora of options, all right? And it's not gonna hurt. You're being prepared for relief, for respite, for safe places to land, all right? And I just think that is beautiful. The Ace of Wands for when it will happen. Y'all saw that, right? Spirit, am I taking all these? Yeah. So we have the Nine of Swords reversed, the Fool, and the Four of Cups. You'll know when you are ready and when what you're being prepared for is coming in, when you are no longer overlooking the things that feel like not such a big deal, right? Sometimes when things come naturally to us, or because it's a thought we've always had, or a dream, a vision we've always held, we think, oh, it's not that big a deal. Like, it's second nature. We can underrate and undersell our own abilities and our own gifts. And that Nine of Swords reversed with the Four of Cups reversed and the Fool being upright lets me know that you'll know when it's here when you are readily, and I mean excitedly, like chomping at the bit to kick this, I was gonna say kick this shit off. Like, it is a new endeavor, but it's one that you are already familiar with and that you really just have to commit to, right? The Fool is the Fool, but they are not foolish. And so you'll be able to tell in your spirit when it's time to move forward. And that's how you know what you're being prepared for. Whether it's the relationship, it's the job, it's the perfect position, it's the community role that you are taking on now. It's something new. See, I was gonna pick this and then I did it and then it slid out the deck anyway. So we're gonna take this for your affirmation. But as you recognize the gifts you have are just that, gifts, and meant to be embraced and meant to be indulged in and meant to be loved on and poured into and grown, that is when you will know what you're being prepared for. This leadership, this connection, this equally yoked opportunity is right around the corner. So I wanted to pull an affirmation for what you can come back to and hold on to really as you begin to embody these changes that you are being prepared for. How appropriate. And we got, I rightfully, say it with me class, rightfully create and set boundaries that protect and support my peace. Yeah, we want everybody to go everywhere with us, and that's just simply not possible. So in this new era of your life that you are being prepared for, you are being called to set boundaries and to move from this space of Page of Swords, where you're able to say, hey, you know, I know we used to do this, or I know I'm showing up in a different way, but that is because I want different results. You know? But that's what we got, pile one. I'm really excited for what you're being prepared for. So if this resonated with you, comment a sword down below. And make sure you come back and tell me what elevation you got, because it's on the way. It's coming. Tell me when the relationship starts beating down your door. All right, pile one. And if you would like a more in-depth personal reading with me, I do offer written readings as well as 30 and 60, 45 and 90-minute readings that run the gamut from general life, love and romance, career and development to creativity. And all of that is available at temperanceapothecary.com. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Hi, pile two. Now, we're not going to do too much on your image today. We're going to hop right into the cards because I already picked them and pre-shuffled. But just a few quick things I'm picking up These nails make me think of Cowboy Carter, which was last summer, spring, summer. So maybe you are being prepared for a musical excursion or to travel. I know I traveled for Cowboy Carter. You are being prepared for the spotlight as well. I just heard, thinking about the stars. It's like, you know, oh, she's one of the stars. Like, you're a star. I get money. I'm a star. Pile 2. That is what your nail set is giving me. This also looks like this could be their natural nail, like it isn't an extension of some sort. So you are being prepared for some kind of enhancement or a presentation of what you naturally got going on. Okay, I know that's right. So let's get into the cards. I had 3 specific questions. I made sure to write them down so I wouldn't forget. What are you being prepared for? How you are being prepared for it, and how will you know when it's here? Or when will you know that it's here? So starting with the first one, what are you being prepared for? How are you being prepared? And how will you know it's here? Ooh, pile 2. Go ahead and rub my hand. Go ahead and rub my hand, because you have nothing but pure bliss coming your way. All right, and you finna make it look easy. Why do I say that? What are you being prepared for? 10 of Wands reverse. You're being prepared for ease, mamas. You're being prepared for life to just fall at your feet, is what I'm hearing. Like, when you think of these wands, right, upright, it's like, oh my gosh, they're just carrying so much stuff, and oh, they're gonna drop it, and blah blah blah. The reversed, you can let that shit go. It just fell. And how you are being prepared is what lets me know you're being prepared for life to fall at your feet, complimentary or in a positive way, is because we got the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely go check out, technically yesterday's, but this week's energy read for a timely message for you. I won't get too deep into the weeds, but what I will say is that you are being prepared by being called to focus and hone in on the level of abundance you already have present around you, the level of access and resource that you already have available to you. And Spirit, can I get a specific, or not that 10 of Wands reverse is not specific because of these, but can I get another card to clarify what pile 2 is being prepared for? Because this just seems so juicy. Oh! You can't make this up! You can't make this up, Paul. Well, I almost said Paul 1. Paul 2, you can't make this up. What is that? Okay, what you are being prepared for? 10 of Wands reverse, it's the 9 of Cups. I'm having my way. Like LeBron James. This is what I'm manifesting. Go listen to Manifest by Flipper G. Very much relevant for your pile for show, because you are being prepared to get what you want. You're not gonna work for it. You're not gonna beg for it. You're not gonna struggle. You are being prepared to have all your wishes fulfilled, to have your seat at the table, to have your own damn table to invite people to, huh? Okay, pile 2, I know that's right. And how will you know when it's here? When you are surrounded by good people, good food, good liquor, what I'm hearing, good genitalia, I should say, because, you know, everybody do something a little different. But when you are in your flow state, you know, when you hang out with your friends and your family, and it's a meme, right? When it's like, like suddenly life is worth living again. That is how you will know when all you have desired, all that you are being prepared for, your wishes are just rolling on in. When you out with your people, oh, there are so many songs. I'm hearing like flashes of lyrics. So Spirit, if there's a specific one, give it to me plain. But it's when you out feeling good, living lavish, treating yourself, and not just your current self, but your personal self. Personal self? Your past self, right? That is when you know that all your wishes are coming in. Pile 2, 444. As I said that, I'm picking up cards to pick them up, I guess, because frankly, your reading is very cut and dry. You are being prepared to receive the desires of your heart, and you are being prepared for the desires of your heart by being called to embody the queen that you are, the king, the royalty that you are, by recognizing how you already have it, right? Something a reader I love, Twan the Mystic, make sure you go check her out, always says, or has said in more than a handful of videos about manifesting, is if you are in the mirror and you're trying to manifest something, a new reality, let's just say it's I have on this yellow dress. When I look in the mirror, I'm gonna see a yellow dress. But if I had on a black shirt and I was trying to manifest the yellow dress, it's not going to work until I can visualize myself there, or until I get something that resembles the yellow dress, or I align myself with that frequency. Does that make sense? Twan explains it much more eloquently, but the point still remains. When you are in gratitude, when you recognize how abundance is already present in your life, when you focus your energy, your attention on your pentacle, that is when and how you become more capable, more able to hold the desires of your heart. That's when you are able to say, when the 9 of Cups comes around, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Because you're royalty. You know that your needs are provided for. When royalty gets hungry, right? They in this big old castle or wherever you want to picture them living. You know, it's modern day, so maybe they're in a high rise somewhere. When they call whoever it is they got to call to tell them that they're hungry, they don't then watch the clock. They're not like, okay, I want such and such and such and such, such and such. Click. 2 seconds later, dang, I'm hungry. When am I gonna get No, they continue about their business. They continue doing whatever royal business they have going on, and they know and they trust that what they asked for is on their way. They don't have to beg, borrow, steal, none of that. They simply have to ask for it. And in doing so, not just asking for it, but truly with conviction, believing, understanding, knowing, and trusting that they're going to receive it. You know? And frankly, Pile 2, I'm trying to find ways to extend your reading because y'all's message is to the point. All right? So Spirit, actually that can be what we do. Can I get a card for how Pile 2 can embody their preparation through this Queen of Pentacles energy? Ooh. Okay. I want 1 card. Thank you. Thank you. Can I get 1 card, Spirit? See, all of these ones to flip over, and I'm not going for that. Oh, okay. So I thought I picked up the whole deck. There was 1 card still face down over the Queen of Pentacles like this. So I decided to take it. What is it? Right. How can you embody your Queen of Pentacles energy? By showing up as the Empress. Ooh. And there, look at that. I'm with you, Pile 2. Hold on. Oh, is the mic on? And it is. This might be my pal. This might be my pal. And if it is, then let me give you this. All right. Unless you ask, the answer will always be no. And when you do ask for what you want and what you need. Don't undersell yourself, or yes, tell the truth, be truthful. But in the instance of the situation that just happened, the ease with which I was able to receive what I want, I made myself struggle unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? So do with that what you will. Pile 2, I'm gonna end it there because frankly, yeah. Let's get an affirmation for what you are being prepared for. This is the affirmation you can come back to through this season of preparation, right? I'm gonna give you 2. Don't tell nobody. We got, I nourish my mind, my body, and my spirit daily. And I am remarkable. I am unique. I am a one-of-a-kind divine design. All right, Pile 2, you remember that. You hold that. You hold that. I was going to say in your back pocket, but no, you hold that at the front of your mind. You are the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. All right? You think they don't know that they one of the ones, that they are one of one? Because they do. So Pile 2, I want this to stay with you. I want you to remember that what you are being prepared for is ease. all right? And you're gonna know when it's coming, when you are hanging out with your friends and it's just another Friday night where you happen to pop out because somebody sent you the link last minute. You feel me? Like Knight of Swords reverse. It's not gonna be, I can't make this up. It's not gonna be when you're on a solo dolo mission trying to get to the guy. Go chase my girl. That's not what it's giving. What it's giving is party. It's celebration. It's literally going to come when you are having fun with your loved ones. You feel me? You from the West Coast? You from the West Coast, Paul, too? Like that felt very big. Hey, man. Dead homies, you feel me? So Paul 2, that's what I've got for you. And my nose is itching like crazy now, which I take as confirmation. So thank you for watching. If you would like a personal reading with me, I do written, 1 card, 3 cards, general life, love and romance, career and development, creativity readings. All of that is available at temperanceapothecary.com. And if this resonated with you, my nose is itching like crazy, drop the little art palette emoji down below and come and tell me how you got what you wanted, how you start having it your way, pal, too. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. 3, we're gonna keep that off of there just so we ain't making too much noise. Of course, the camera dies on at least one pile, not every reading, but often, and that was you this time. So we're just gonna dive right on in. Not too much from your image. From original sighting and when I was looking at it leading up to this reading, I just kept thinking vacation. Like you're being prepared to travel. You're also being prepared for something funky, a little avant-garde. So yeah, maybe you're traveling, something tropical. That's what I heard earlier. Something tropical. You're also dressing up. I almost said dining. Whining and dining. You getting wine and dine, pile 3. But what I was thinking was you are getting dressed to the nines. And 8 of Wands on the bottom. Knight of Pentacles reversed from all the stuff that failed. So it's happening quickly. But for this reading, I had 3 questions specifically prepared. The first being, what are you being prepared for? How you are being prepared for it, and when will you know that it's here? And let's get into the cards. So, go back and watch pile 1. Actually, hold that thought. But there might be a message in pile 1 for you. How you are being prepared and how you know it's here. Child, yeah. Not only do you need to go watch pile 1, go watch the weekly energy read I just posted about not just closing the chapter, but closing the whole damn book. It's time for you to start afresh because what are you being prepared for? You large and in charge. You large and in charge, pile 3. How are you being prepared? 5 of Cups reversed. You are learning that grief is a process. And also, all right, Spirit, now y'all chatting. Let me get just a card to clarify how pile 3 is being prepared for their ascension to royalty. You are literally being prepared to be the baller shot caller. You are the one, which way or navigator, HBIC, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. It's you recognizing, and far as how are you being prepared, we have the 5 of Cups reversed, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, that every day the sun don't shine. But that's what I love tomorrow. That was a little honey that was on my desk. Don't worry about it. Every day the sun don't shine, right? 5 of Cups energy, it's grief. I like to imagine, this is a very, in this moment, visceral image. So a cat coming and knocking all this shit over, you know? But you still have 2 cups behind you, and you still feel some type of way that the cats knock their shit over. You know what I mean? Life has, in the past, given you things to grieve about. Life has given you some things to cry about. But with this Wheel of Fortune and how you are being prepared, you are being shown the ways that the one thing about them tables, they go turn it around, right? What do we have on the bottom? King of Cups. Yeah, you are being taught and prepared now to operate from a space of emotional, what do I want to say, Spirit? Give it to me plain. how you are being prepared for this ascension, for this kingdom, queendom, royalhood, whatever you want to call it, is you see how the light just started shining over my eyes? I know that's right. You are opening up to the light that Spirit is trying to get into your life. You are opening your eyes, opening your heart, opening your mind, opening your spirit to just how good this shit can get. And the only way you can do that is by having the ebbs and the flows, right? 6 of Cups on the bottom when I just picked up the deck. That's the next progression after this 5 of Cups. And while reversed, it's like, oh, do you continue on? Me personally, I do interpret the 5 of Cups reversed and then the 6 of Cups appearing with the Wheel of Fortune as you transitioning into a nostalgic, but not necessarily a harmful nostalgia, right? But a nostalgic way of looking at life, almost in like I saw something recently where she was talking about her last single summer, whatever. It's not so much about romantic, but essentially living this moment, living this day, living this time, living this season as one you know you will inevitably have a desire to come back to. Which might sound wild because when we are in the thick of it, when we are in the pits, when life is really life and when life is really whooping up on us, it can be easy to just stand there and grieve and be like, shit, dog. You see what's going on? But once you realize trouble don't last always, once you realize that there are still things to be grateful for, that you still have your 2 of Cups, that you still are loved on and supported, that's when you start feeling a little like, all right, well, shit, I took an L, but I'm gonna bounce back, right? Life don't just hand out L's. It might seem like it, but I promise you, life don't hand out L's. I have an example. I have a story literally from this moment, right? I had to pay my phone bill. I got to pay that too, child. But I had to pay my light bill. And there was a, let's just say, disruption of service. And so I gathered the coins that I needed, acquired the money that I needed to pay for my service to be cut back on. Not the amount that was needed, but literally the minimum to get my shit back, right? It's what it told me in the app. I paid what was in the app. I screenshotted everything for proof. But when I called to make sure, someone on the phone and the automated system told me it wasn't enough to get my stuff cut back on, right? Now, I don't know if you've ever had a disruption in your light service, but it affects your, well, how am I blanking on the word? Your fridge, your stoves, your bathroom lights, your everything, right? So I'm like, dog, I cannot wait another day to get my stuff cut back on. Literally, my shit is melted. I got ice trays in the freezer that was melted. I got frozen fruit that was melted. So I'm like, no, dog, this has to happen now. And the person who was helping me, shout out to her, Sade, very beautiful lady, very beautiful spirit, I can tell. I'm telling her all of this and she's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I can pass you over to a supervisor if you'd like. And I said, you know what? Sure. And it's not because you did anything wrong or that you didn't handle this or make me feel comfortable or knowledgeable. You did your job, but you have not because you asked not. That is something my mother always would say. You have not because you ask not. So I said, the least I can do is ask, right? She's like, yeah, of course. I totally understand. Let me put you through. I'm on hold now for the supervisor and y'all, I'm not about to panic, but I literally say out loud, what the heck? Like, what the heck? You know, I already pulled my teeth to get the help that I needed, to ask for the help that I needed to help pay this bill. That was a feat in and of itself, because you let me tell it, I was just gonna sit in here, child, but literally it's too hot for all of that, right? This story is relevant for somebody, so I hope I'm ministering to you. I hope, not even ministering, that comes with its own connotation, but I hope the preaching is landing because Spirit is moving me to tell you this now for a reason, right? So she goes, yeah, I'll put you on with the supervisor. I'm holding with the supervisor. I'm literally sitting here in my living room like, Lord, what the heck? Spirit, what the hell? Like, what are you trying to make me see here? Because that's how I've been really reframing life, right? Thinking about what is my assumption, law of assumption. I'm not going to assume this isn't going to work out, but what I am going to do is ask, what am I being shown right now? And when I kid you not, it was like a ding, it was a light bulb moment because my lamp in my living room cut on. Then my Wi-Fi started booting up again. Then I said, oh shit, I check the fridge. My fridge is back on. The stove is back on, right? And as I sat, even in just that immediate moment, because it literally took less than 30 seconds from me saying out loud, Lord, what are you trying to show me right now? To the lights coming back on, that is recognizing, hey man, something's gotta give. All right, something is going to give. Something is always giving, because everything works out in my favor, even when I feel like it don't. So I guess from me to you, pile 3, how you are being prepared right now is life, spirit, your ancestors, your spirit guides are showing you how to eat your lumps, not because they just want to hand you L after L after L, but when you know how to lose. Everybody talks about knowing, actually a lot, I won't say everybody. People talk about knowing how to win, or, you know, figuring out how to win, gaining the tools to win, which is true. And also, you got to know how to lose. And by that, I mean knowing how to bounce back, knowing how to say, all right, shit, King of Cups, 7 of Swords reversed on the bottom. It's knowing when you're like, you know what, shit, it's gonna work, something finna work. I'm leaving here with something heavy on the Denzel of it all. Like, it's being able to operate from a loss, but not at a loss. I know that's right. That's the bar. And how will you know when you're ready for what's coming? For how will you know what's here? This elevation that's here, this kinghood, this royalty, this I just heard crowning moment, is when you are ready to leave. I was gonna say forsake. I know that's right. When you are ready to forsake the old ways of being. When I look at this, right, we have the 5 of Cups, and then this jump to the 8 of Cups. In between there, it's a lot of going back and getting it through the 6 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is analyzing your options, right? And kind of seeing through, deciding what it is that you want. And then the 8 of Cups is you saying, I actually don't need any of that. I'm gonna leave that behind. 8 of Cups, I think of the bag lady card, right? It's like, bag lady, you gon' hurt your back. It's you recognizing, I actually don't need to take any of this shit with me. So I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna thank it, I'm gonna honor it, and then I'm gonna, you know? So that is how you're being prepared, pile 3. Thank you if you listened to my little anecdote. But Spirit, can I get one more card for how pile 3 will know when what they are preparing for is here, right? This 8 of Cups. What are they walking? Oh yeah, definitely go check out pile 1. This card came out too. Well, it almost came out here, but it came out for sure in pile 1. So there's definitely some overlapping messages. But all right, Spirit, what is pile 3 walking away from, and what are they walking towards? Oh! Go run the whole video back. And I don't say that often. I don't think I've said that ever. But for you, pile 3, it's messages in all 3 piles for you. Because what are you walking away from? Knight of Cups. It's you operating from a lower, movable emotional state. It's you being able to be tossed to and fro under the moon by, oh my God, it's not working out. What's gonna happen? How is it? And then what are you walking towards? The Fool and the Sun. You're walking into the light. What did I say? You can't make this up, pile 3. You are literally allowing the sun, the light, Spirit's light, to not only guide you into new territory, into new pastures, but also into the light itself, so that you can see, your way around. You can actually see, you know, your kingdom. Survey the settings, survey your area, right? Your empire, if you will, your kingdom. So Spirit, what is the affirmation for pile 3 that they can come back to when they're amidst these preparations? Oh, juicy. Juicy. We got, it's okay to be born again and rediscover myself. That's evolution. That's becoming. Screenshot of pile 3. Go ahead and screenshot that, because that, period. Okay? If you would like a personal reading with me, actually, rewind, comment a sun emoji. Comment a sun emoji if this pile resonated with you, because you are coming into the light. Let there be light. Ooh, the light by Sir. I'm hearing it. Is a step into the light. I'll be letting go of all my kiss. I've been holding back for all these years, and now I'm ready for the sunshine. If I take this leap, okay. I know one day I'm gonna go listen to that song, but if nothing else, go listen to The Light by Sir, because that is the epitome of what you are being prepared for. You are being prepared to be seen, to be basked in as you bask in the sun. Okay, pile 3, I know that's right. If you would like a more in-depth or personal reading with me, I do written readings on everything from general life overview to love and romance, career and development, and personal custom creativity consultations. So go ahead and check that out at temperanceapothecary.com. You can check us out on all social media platforms at that same handle as well. And I'll be back with another one tomorrow. I hope you really enjoyed this video, because I know I did, and I needed these messages. So that is what we're being prepared for, pile 3. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.